Okay, team, how is it going? How is everyone doing today? Can everybody see and hear me? Everybody hanging out in the chat. I gotta hide Discord. Get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. What am I doing? Sloppy start to the stream. Oh. How's everybody doing? Who we got in the chat, huh? Who we got in the chat? We got Neon, we got Sarah, we got Coop. Can everybody see and hear me okay? I do need an answer to that in the chat. Otherwise, because I've been there before. I have experienced that stream and it's no fun. Woo! Yes. Coming in loud and clear. That's what we like. Let's get the jams going. Let's get these jams. Oh, yeah. Where's my headphone? I realize I'm not plugged in. Hang on. My laptop's not plugged in. Hang on. That would be a fun stream. If it just died on us. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hello. We got a bunch of people in the chat. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see people coming back. Thank you. Welcome to episode 9 of the Nostalgia Stream. This is the limited series that I've been doing on this channel where I am going back through over a decade of hard drives from basically my whole life and all my projects and everything else in between. Going back to, I think the oldest one was last episode. We had some stuff in there from 2008, 2009 even. Some of this stuff has been knocking around my, drawers and boxes and has moved house with me, and it's time that I sorted it all out. So I've been doing that. And for every one of these streams, I've done an entire day, right? Wednesday is my archive day. Just to fill you in, to give you a peek behind the curtain. So I got up, I started my day today at 9 a.m. and I've worked all day on organizing these files and backing them up. And a lot of that, because we were dealing with a really old hard drive, a lot of that was literally just waiting for it to chug along today. But I'm making sure that everything that I need and everything that I might ever want, I know where it is. It's organized as best it can be. And the goal, the ultimate goal, is cutting a feature-length version of PBFB. So turning a decade of past being future being into hopefully 100-minute film. That's the goal. That's what started all of this. And that's going to be a long process in itself. But the first part of that, the first exhausting part of that process, is organizing all the footage. But also along the way, what we've done is I've started remastering and re-uploading old sketches as well, which has been really exciting. And I found all kinds of stuff that's been really inspiring. And we played Brox a couple of weeks back. And that was really fun to revisit. And I got all that re-sorted out so that it's working as best as it can without annotations. So the whole thing has become this much deeper, really joyful experience for me, where I'm going back through all of the stuff that I've worked on. And, some of it is bad and embarrassing and, cringy. And we find stuff in these streams that is out of date, or it's sometimes even kind of offensive, or it needs to be cut out of the VOD. Those moments happen. But mostly it's just been really, just kind of really exciting, really enjoyable, and kind of weirdly, as someone who's been doing this for a long time, nice to kind of look back on my accomplishments as well as my failures and think clearly about what it is I want to do in the next 10 years of my career. So this has been great. And shout out to Harvey. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Harvey's a member of our Discord community. I think a lot of you are as well already over there. If you're not, like, I'll drop a invite link on Twitter or something. We'll do that later. And the patrons, the people who are on the Discord but are also members of my Patreon, you're getting all kinds of like downloads and stuff from these streams when I find stuff that's fun, or if you guys like express a particular interest in like a clip or a photo or something, like I'm dragging it into this patron only channel called Patron Goodies as we go. So you're getting like files, which I guess you could probably use against me in some way, but that's just the kind of guy that I am. So it's going to be a big one tonight. It's going to be a big one. I got 2 things to get through, and I wanted to show you my spreadsheet. So I guess that's 3 things. I got myself a Coke and or cola. I'm going to open it. I'm going to bust this up now. Oh yeah. Fantastic. How is the music level, by the way? I've got background music playing and I'm enjoying it, but is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know in the chat. It's a little bit strange having a delay, but I'm used to it. I'm not a streamer, but I seem to have become one accidentally. I also, in keeping, we did this last episode as well, I have 1 little cup of mystery liquid, which I will, you know, there will be a point in the stream. It could be espresso or it could be flavored vodka. We don't know. I know. You don't know. I'm not telling you. It's one of the 2, and it's going to give me a real jolt of energy at some kind of midpoint. We'll feel it. We'll know when we're there. We'll know that it's time for the little cup of rocket fuel. We'll know. And then you'll know, because my mood will change. It'll be great. Harvey, what's your request? Is it gross? Post it again. I'm not scrolling up the chat. I don't want people watching me squinting at the chat on my fucking Huey on. It's way too far away from me. I'm bringing it closer. Yo, it's Chrissy Poo time. Okay, I can do that. It's Chrissy Poo time. There we go. I did it. I danced for you like a little monkey. Did you like that? Who laughs last, huh? I got your money. And all I had to do was that. Thank you. Thank you. I do seriously appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who supports these streams and everyone who's on my Patreon and everyone who, like, I don't have merch really at the moment, but everybody who, you know, supports the things that I do. It's fucking awesome. Okay. Okay, let's get started. That kind of derailed things a little bit. But that's what it's for. That's what the super chat's for. It's for completely derailing my thought process, because there's like a colorful square on my peripherals. So I promised this a couple of episodes back, I realize, and I didn't show you, but I worked really hard on this today. I made a lot of progress on this today, so I thought I would show you where I'm at with the PBFB File Tracking Master. Now, you guys haven't seen this for like 2 months, but it has been being updated. I have been adding to it. For those of you who have not seen this before, this is the like master tracking spreadsheet. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's a spreadsheet, and I can't imagine anything more boring than a stream where somebody updates a spreadsheet. But for those of you who are interested in the process, this is how I have been cataloging all of the PBFBs. As I find finished exported episodes of PBFB, I am moving them all to a new drive, a new folder, so that they're all in one place, split up into folders by month and by year, you know, past Bings January, future Bings January, and so on. Based on the public playlists, in this column, I've given everybody, every episode, a unique identifier, as well as the date that it aired, or the date that it was, you know, that it's attributed to. Title, and then what I've got is I've got some conditional formatting, because I am a fucking pro. When I fill out quality, when there becomes a value, when a value is finally entered in the quality thing, which indicates that I have in fact found a file, the little found column goes green, right? I'm going to undo that because I haven't found that one. And then what I've got at the bottom, if you scroll all the way down, so this is like, this is all OG, and then we've got Anniversary 2017, then we've got 2019 Kickstarter season, and then we've got PBFB X is what I'm calling the PBFB 2021, which was sadly cancelled. So there's all the ones that were public up until the point when it ended. And then at the bottom here, you see I've got a little tally going, a running total. I have found, today I crossed the 50% mark. Now that number is going to shoot up very quickly. Like, it's taken a while to find a lot of these OG episodes, especially in the 1080 version. But there will be big chunks, like I know where all of PBFBX is because it's far more recent, and it's ditto, I know where everything for 2019 and 2017 are, more or less. So like those, I'm going to find all of those in like one, they're all going to be transferred in like one go. So that 50 is going to, you know, it's going to creep as I keep going through OG, and it's going to very slowly creep up to like 60 and then 70 and 75. Holy shit! Well, you've thrown me off. Good job. Dog Zeppelin, thank you for the super chat. Damn! And it's pink? Did you choose the pink, or does YouTube assign pink to that amount of money? I don't know. But thank you very much. And if you have anything that you would like to specifically request, or any questions you'd like answered, I guess let me know. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. I'm going to take a swig of Coke and try and calm down. Wow. Streaming's fun, man. Okay, where was I? What was I saying? That's what that button does. Okay, I was saying, yes, so it's going to creep very slowly up to 60% and then up to 70, and like 75-ish is like the proportion of OG episodes. And then 75 to 100 is going to be real quick if I do it in order, because there'll be just whole chunks that I can be like, yep, I've got all of those. I know exactly where they are. They're all in 1080. They're all high quality. I've got them. That's great. So that's the spreadsheet. And then the second tab, you'll notice eagle-eyed observers. I don't know if you can see. Eagle-eyed observers might see that there's a second tab, which is still empty. And that is where we're gonna take this information and we're gonna put it horizontal, like a timeline. I still haven't figured it out. I might literally have to talk to someone who uses Excel more than me about the best way to show this. But essentially the second tab is going to be for what original footage I have, which is, you know, do I still have the files that came out of the camera, or did I delete them, right? For like every episode, or maybe every week that PBFB has shot, right? In chronological order. Because I want to be able to watch a episode with my editor or my producer or whoever else I start working on this film with. I want us to be sitting in the edit bay working on this, or watching clips from original episodes, and have a resource where we can say, oh, we want to include that. Do we have it in the original quality? Do we have the original files? And like look it up in the spreadsheet and go yes or no. And if it's yes, we go find it. We know exactly where it is. So that's a whole other thing that I'm going to be doing for the rest of the fucking year, and then into next year. And you'll never see me again, because I think that side of the spreadsheet is a nightmare. Dog Zeppelin wants me to... I haven't told you what's in the cup, okay? You don't know what's in the cup. It could just be caffeine. It's not, though. So that's the spreadsheet. Furthermore, this is for PBFB originally, specifically. Yes, this will be like a PBFB, like a feature-length PBFB. Nothing else. I mean, you might occasionally, in the course of telling that story, I might want to cut to like sketches or whatever, or behind the scenes from shoots that wasn't technically part of PBFB, as it were. But yeah, mostly this is for all the videos where I film my life as part of PBFB, right? Some of you might also, if you're really paying attention, you may have noticed that I have a tab open. I have a tab open in my Firefox called Dinosaurs Answers in Genesis. This is a website which I've been reading as research about how dinosaurs were created by God on the day 6th of creation, approximately 6,000 years ago. It's a glorious read. It really is. It's very eye-opening. It goes into a lot of detail about how God created dinosaurs and how, yes, there were dinosaurs on the ark. They were on the ark, for anyone who's wondering. Dinosaurs were totally on the ark. And they are around in Old Testament times, and then they slowly died out. And that's all. You can read it. You can read that on the internet, so it's true. This is research for a sketch that I wrote this week. So yeah, look forward to that. If and when I film it. Look forward to that. Okay. So we're going to get into the archival. What we're going to do is, so last episode, we were working through this. My oldest hard drive, the oldest working hard drive that I own. Which housed a lot of original, it says Pasping on it, it has a Watsky sticker, it has some old Slow-Mo Zovo stickers on it. And we had a blast with this last episode, but we didn't quite finish it. Now, it got very, very hot, and it got very hot today as well, and it was very slow, and there were a couple of times where I was really, really worried that it had died. But today, what I spent all day doing was archiving this bad boy, so I never have to plug this in again. I can keep it, or I can drill a hole through it, whatever, but I never need to use it again after today, because it's all been backed up now. So it's over there, and the last folder that we didn't get to was the photos folder. If you were here last time, you'll recall that we looked through loads of original footage, loads of video exports, and there was one folder that we didn't get to. So we're going to look at that now, and then I'm going to unplug my archive hard drive, and we're going to start. Because remember, we've still got, I know I said 10 episodes, but like, we've still got 4, 5, 8 hard drives. I mean, a lot of this is more recent stuff. It might not be as interesting to you guys. This is like PBFB X and like 2019. But there's so much stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the first half of this stream. We're going to have a look through this photos folder from the old one. And then we are going to move on to this one, Scratch 2016-17, which should have a lot of fun stuff on it. And we'll see how we get along. I've noticed that John Master, I'm pronouncing it correctly, just super shotted as well. Super chatted. Say hi to the chat as Charlotte. Well, Charlotte's just my like. What did Charlotte sound like again? Let me see. YouTube. John Master. I want to get it right. I did kind of like a guttural. Blue Onion.
So you've lost the map, and not-
So you've lost the map. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, doing a kind of a Nixon Berry mashup. Yeah. So you've lost the map. I'm Charlotte. Hello, chat. My name's Charlotte, and I need the blue onion. That was a good one. That was a fun recording session. That was really good. Anyway. Okay, where were we? Yes. So we're gonna look through the photos, and then we're gonna switch hard drives, and we're gonna move on to Scratch 2016, 17, and we're gonna see what we find. And just a reminder, just a disclaimer, everybody. I've said this in previous episodes. I'm gonna say it again. You know, this is like, I don't know. I know vaguely what is on these hard drives, but sometimes I'm surprised. Sometimes we're previewing files and we open something that maybe we shouldn't have opened. And somebody says something offensive or outdated, or that it doesn't represent their views now. And also, as we all know, the British YouTube community is full of weird people that you might have opinions about. And I worked with them all over the years. So you're going to see people in this footage, you're going to see people in videos that you might not, you know, like, let's put it that way. I would like to keep the chat positive in those, you know, if that does come up, please keep the chat positive. Please move on. Let's not dwell. And by featuring this, you know, years old footage on my channel, please don't assume that I am like endorsing anything that anybody has done or said. Like, people grow and people work together and people fall apart, fall out. People have disagreements. But as true forensic scientists, we need to stay committed to an objective historical interest. So yeah, keep it clean in the chat. I will kick people who start drama. Okay. I'm a bad role model, I know. Okay, so photos from my OG past Bing. This hard drive was called Bing Brain, if you remember. And we're just gonna dip into it. Let's go by date modified. No, that's not helping. What about date created? No, that's also not helping. Okay, let's just go in alphabetical order then. Fuck it. So. Oh, Elliot Studio is a very small one. We've got a very young looking Elliot Morris. And these guys whose names I forgot. I think this was the saxophonist that we saw in last episode, in the last stream. I actually deleted that folder because Elliot didn't want it. So that's actually just fully gone. And you know what? We're going to delete that folder too because it's worth nothing to me. Delete, empty bin, gone. Hey, cleared. We're making progress. Oh, shithole was the shithole we found last stream. If you'll remember, we found shithole footage. That was the first Tom Scar inversion shoot, which went wrong in that building full of bird poo. And that's why it's called shithole, because it was full of bird feces. Let's go FB1, shall we? So these are from January. Oh, damn. This is from January 2012 from the... This will be launch party, January 2012, January 18th, 2012, just after I uploaded the first Future Bing episode. I had a big I scheduled it to coincide with a big house party, and I threw a big like launch party for the project, and it was a great time. Damn. So we got Chloe. Let's spot people. Chloe, Jamie, or is that Kyan? Kyan. We got Liam and Brad. We got Kim and I. God, my little beard. My big hair and my horrible little wispy goatee at that period was not a good look. Wasn't a good look. Don't mind saying it. Don't mind owning up to that one. It was a poor decision. Waving. I don't know who's taking these photos. That's Maddie. A lot of these are very bad. I'm not on the camera because you can see me. Maybe this was Mandy? She hasn't appeared yet. Could be Mandy, could be Jamie taking pictures. And I wouldn't know what on without looking in the metadata, and we've already done a lot of boring shit today. I'm not going to take you trawling through like image metadata. I don't think I can do that to you. And I don't need the poofy hair. I'm seeing you in the chat. I'm not always reading the chat, but when I do read the chat and you have a bad opinion, like I need the poofy hair back, I'm going to comment on it. I'm not looking at the data, dog. Dog! Dog! I'm not doing it. Oh. The perfect couple. There's so many of these. I can't get past them. I can't. They keep going. It keeps going. Thank God. Just some Dan now. We're out of the woods. That's it. That was it. The last photo taken on the launch night of Past Bing Future Bing in 2012 was this photo of Dan with somebody blowing wind in his hair. That's it. That says it all. It was a night. What a night. It was definitely a night. It was 100% a party that I was at. Fireworks drawing. Oh, hey! Wait, hang on. Wait, what? This folder took a turn. This started with people who have... These are photos that people sent me to draw in Hayama Drawya. I remember this Fez person. I remember this guy and this guy for sure. But then these are photos taken... I don't know who these... Who are these people? I feel bad because they didn't like... If they're like friends of friends. They have no idea we're doing this right now. I don't know who that is. I'm going to move on. That was another Heidi picture. I remember Pipe Guy. Of course, dog. I'll draw you a new avatar. Firsts. Oh. That's it. Just one picture of Jamie in profile on Chloe and Paul's roof, which is also, this is the roof that we used for the very last scene of Kings of Men. And I got very excited last stream, and again today when I archived it, that I found all of that footage. I have all the original footage of Kings of Men, and like nobody wants it. Nobody needs it. Nobody wants it. Nobody needs it. Nobody's asking for it. But I'm probably going to spend like 5 or 6 hours completely shot for shot rebuilding Kings of Men from the original footage and coloring it better in expanded 16:9. For nobody but me and my show reel. I'm very excited to do that. Oh, this fucking music's chill. I'd drop you an Epidemic music link, but they changed their ambassador program. It's not very good anymore. Okay, so we've got the Flannel Rags photos. Don't smoke, kids. Don't do fictional drugs, kids. I said this last episode and I'll say it again. Don't roll a piece of paper up and burn it and then stick it in your mouth and pretend it's a doobie. It's bad for your health. And here at Chris Cool Blog, we don't endorse rolling up pieces of white paper and burning them a little bit and then putting them in our mouths and pretending they're doobies. It's poor behavior. What a fucking iconic photo. Behind the scenes on Kings of Men. I know that there's been a lot of Kings of Men talk. I'm hoping that this is the last time we see any of this shit, because we're changing years soon. But damn, these there's an energy, should we say. There's an energy to these pictures. God damn. What a shot. Doesn't it just say it all? The hero shot. Cayenne and Lex. The odd couple. Blurry. Jamie. With a gun. That's good. That's a solid look. There we go. I don't know what map backup is. It's liable to be depressing. No. It's just wank off Matt's camera. Great. Let's move on. MCM3. Oh, dude, this is Tom's old apartment. I think he's made it public that it was where it was. I won't mention it just in case. I mean, he doesn't live there anymore. This was, yeah, this is pre-MCM. I don't know why I'm taking blurry stills. I don't know why I've insisted on taking burst mode blurry stills of Mandy going down the blank white corridor of Tom's old home. But I guess I just was going through a blurry, shitty photos phase. This guy. These guys. Oh god, there's a lot. Was this the... Oh no, you know what? This is the one... No, there's not nearly enough for it to be that one. There was that MCM roundup video that I did where I used a lot of stills, and I broke up the live action with little sequences of stills, but I don't think this is that MCM. This is 2011 October MCM. Jenny with the uke and the very long hair. Mandy in the ducky sweater. Matt in a... not the face shirt, presumably. Or just a purple one. Hey, welcome new people! Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry if I say the word doobie. I apologize. I'm just that kind of edgy content creator, you know. These days I've really pivoted into being kind of edgy and dark, you know. Got that South Park humor. Underlit cosplays of Astif movie looking fucking creepy. This is oh, I can't zoom. I don't think I can. I think that might break OBS if I zoom. What happens? I'm gonna watch the... God, there's such a delay. I don't know if I can zoom in without breaking it. I wanted to get a look at the stitching on that Astif. On the Astif boy, you know. That's his name, Astif boy. All these fucking pictures are out of fucking focus. All of them. Nothing is in focus. These guys. It was a sweaty time at MCM. It was a sweaty, sweaty time. It still is. You learn to cope. But it's a sweaty time. Oh, I remember those. I think Matt still has those up in his office. They were wonderful. Really nice. And then on the left, you can see Bound's short-lived... I designed that logo for him. Little silhouette of his facial hair. Bound's little cards that he had that one year. That's a thought. I mean, that's a thought. It's one I've had before. Harvey's saying in the chat, a lot of these people could be dead and we wouldn't know. And it's true. But let's not dwell on it. Why am I shit? Why? Whoever's got the camera is making some decisions. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's a classic. That is a classic in my long history of avatars. This has got to be a favorite. Do you guys want this in the? I'm gonna throw that in the. I'm gonna throw that in Patreon goodies for you. There you go. Do with this what as you will. Yeah, absolutely. We went through a real phase, and I mean, I encouraged it, but I think Chloe really nailed it. Went through a big, long phase of depicting me with like I don't have a strong chin. I know that. I've come to terms. I'm at peace with the fact that I don't have a strong chin. But Chloe really nailed that like full-on worm, like pre-Bob's Burgers as well. Let's, you know, pre-Bob's Burgers, who then like popularized that look. That like sloping necklace, chinless thing. It's really good. New things / guns. Just one picture. That would have been a test. That would have been me taking a test photo of the angle I was vlogging at. That's boring. Folder called photo dump. All from January 6th to the 11th, 2012. Let's see what this is. Oh! I don't know why I took this, but this was how I used to live. I mean, it worked. I'm not embarrassed. This is how I used to listen to music in the bathroom at the arena. I would stick my iPhone in a toilet roll and it amplified it. There's nothing wrong with it. And I recommend it. It's very good, easy amplifier for a bathroom situation. There you go. Life hack. Life hacks with Bing. And I clearly thought it was such an important discovery that I needed to take pictures of it. I can't remember if this was in a video or if I tweeted about it. I don't know. Ooh! Oh, that's some old school merch. I can't remember the artist anymore. If anyone knows who this artist was that illustrated these, please let me know in the chat. They did some amazing, like, kind of vectorized, cartoonized kind of stills. They did this series. I think I originally found them on Tumblr and commissioned this series of illustrations, which I turned into postcards. Christmas Baby, Cyborgs, and then that's the Power of Prayer 5SF, which is getting a re-release. That's all scheduled. That's all in the schedule now. It's right through till Christmas. We got every week on Thursdays is a sketch rerun on this channel, so keep an eye out. Tomorrow is Cyborgs. More of this. I must have been taking pictures for like an online store. And then, yeah, we got the ducky as well. We got the ducky sweater. That's actually there were like two major, they changed distributors at one point, these people that made the ducky sweaters, and this was the second. This is like the slightly more colorful. It's got the brown legs and the slightly different yellow, slightly orangey yellow that they used. I really liked that second series. And that's me. Again, probably shooting for... I know the video, in fact, like shooting for a Bing radio with my Machinima t-shirt on for some fucking reason. And then we got Shithole, which is... Yep, there we go. So we found some of these, and maybe all of these in the last episode, so I won't dwell too long on them. But this was from the inversion shoot, the first inversion shoot, which we scrapped. And then Tom took it back to the drawing board, reworked the video, and we ended up shooting again with me as assistant director, I think, or producer or something. And that second shoot went a lot better. I think this is the guy from Namco. And then we've got some other photos that we might not have seen last episode. Mandy and me. Oh yeah, we had the portable green screen to have everybody like, because he has to lift people up in that video. He has to use the weapon from the game to like gravitate them. Rare Matt Hargreaves nudes, and again with the little lowering, the little stud he's got in his ear, wiping off his makeup like a stud. We'll skip that. More of this. So much Matt. So much topless Matt getting cleaned. Jamie. That's a nice shallow shot of him. The ones that are in focus, at least. Out of focus. Max up on the mezzanine. I think we would just, for these, we would just kind of, we had some downtime. We were fucking around. Have you thought about having a couple of these people be guests on the streams? Yeah, absolutely. I think what I've been trying to think about recently is, like, I kind of set myself the goal of doing 10 of these and then reworking it and thinking of what the next 10, because I'd like to keep streaming. This has actually been really, really rewarding. It's been fun. And I'm trying to think about what I do next. And I don't know. So I'm doing some traveling from the end of this month. For the next 6 months, I'm going to be kind of working in different places. So guess might be a bit difficult. But it's definitely something I've thought about. And another thing that I was thinking about, which is kind of adjacent to your question, is when we do get into the kind of slightly more faster moving edit phase of the PBFB film, I think it could be really nice to do streams like this with my editor or with my, production partner, whoever it ends up being, or multiple people who are working on it with me, where we actually kind of go through the rushes together and we go through and we update people and you kind of see some of the process of it coming together. So that's something that I could conceivably do with a guest, like in real life. Could be really fun, like both kind of sitting over the edit. But yeah, I don't know. Lots of this. Mandy and Jamie. Okay, so that's that folder, shithole folder. We got 2 more folders, and then we're changing hard drives. Oh, this is, what were we doing May 2011? This is Lincoln. So this is older than that stuff. Oh, damn. I'm so sorry to all these people in these photos. That's Tom on a roof, on my roof out my window. So this is the house, this is the student house that I lived in back in 2011 when I started PBFB, because I was in my 3rd year of uni. We were living on this house on Scorer Street in Lincoln, if you know it. And that was my room. You can see like the kind of pinkish wallpaper. And it opened out onto the roof. It was a really nice place to sit on a warm evening. We got Mike Truman. We're going to see a lot of people that I don't know anymore in some of these. I might try and skip through them. We got Richard and Chloe. We got Emma. Oh, I can't remember that other guy's name. It's Ollie on the left. Oh, this is Mike up in the little bathroom window. Proper Why do we have a tent? I don't know why we put a tent up, but that's a bunch of people in a tent. We had a good time at uni. We had a good time. Bound seeing the Curvature of time. Yeah, you're right. That's where there was something about Tom Scar, which we showed in the marathon stream a few weeks back. A lot of videos from this house are now no longer online because they were bad. But if you want to, you can see them in the marathon stream, which is still up as a VOD on this channel. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, these are just drunk party photos. More drunk party photos. I don't remember these people. I don't remember a lot of these people. That's Brackley. Love Brackley. Amy. You'll see people who were kind of in some of our early uni stuff. Emma was famously the girlfriend who destroys Tom's Xbox in that staged video that got played on television in like Portugal. That's so for those of you interested, this is what I'm archiving onto. This is currently I've got a 4 gigabyte version of these little lacies. It won't be where it all stays. I'm also backing it up to cloud. Before you at me, I have Backblaze going. Okay. So we're gonna get going with Scratch. This one's just called Scratch. So some of this has been archived already from the looks of it. We must have looked at some of this, or maybe I just went ahead and did it. We've got a lot of these folders that we've seen before, and a lot of like final outputs for slightly more recent stuff, like all the Christopher Bingham Comedy Initiative stuff, and some client work and some Patreon extras. We've got Bing and Mandy. Oh, it's not playing. Strange. My Finder might need to be restarted. Might have crashed my computer there. Just a little bit. Just a tiny crash. Just a little crash. There we go. Now it's working again. It's fine. We're all good. We're all good. Nobody panic. Where was I? Yeah, I was looking at Patreon extras. We had a short-lived video podcast, Mandy and I, called Bing and Mandy, which is very imaginative. You need to be...
I'll just be here.
Okay, well, okay. So we need to fix that.
Okay, my chair doesn't go any higher.
Okay, I'll come down. Hang on. No, I can't. Come back up. Stay where you are. I can't remember what we talked about in these. What did we even talk about? This is 30 minutes long. Oh, and I made a little title for it. First episode of Bing and Mandy in the Morning. It's called Bing and Mandy in the Morning. I guess we probably named it after like Troy and Abed from Community, but still, I had completely forgotten that we called it that. And now I have my show Chris in the Morning. We decided, since the video that we uploaded on Bing Radio was received very well and people liked hearing us talk about stuff, we wanted to go ahead and start this video podcast, I guess, series. We're going to be talking about things that are happening in the YouTube community, things that are happening in our own lives, and things that are happening in the world. General, candid discussion of whatever we fancy. And we're going to be making it exclusive to our guys on Patreon because we want there to be more of a reason. Yeah, I just cut Mandy out and just made it Chris in the Morning. That's it. It was a cutthroat move to support us.
Loads of things.
Yeah, this was, it was a good idea. We just didn't like commit. I didn't commit to it, I should say. Like Mandy was up for this and like I just didn't commit properly to this whole endeavor. The idea was that we would do this together and then we would both put it on our respective Patreons as like extra paid content.
creativity, being freelance. We wanted to both do Kanye West.
Hey, well, welcome to the chat.
Topics of whether we're like, there's loads of Jack Howard-esque discussions from
What is a
YouTube
Jack Howard-esque discussion when it's at home?
due to laziness within creatives.
Hang on, I'm going to turn the gain up. Whoa there. And, well, ongoing. We have been in some form for a long time.
Yeah.
Because it's easy.
Yeah, and we shouldn't do it. That's the worst thing.
So we talked quite a lot a couple weeks ago about where I was emotionally and how I was feeling kind of lost and confused and not. If you're really lucky, if you next time somebody, how about this? Next time somebody super chats, I do have the whole Jack Howard swag song, like locked and loaded. I might have to plug the other hard drive back in, but we'll listen to it together. Really figuring out, well, needing to figure out what I wanted to do and what I wanted to prioritize. And part of that is because it's all too easy to look at all the other people in my life and all the people that I have associated with in the past. And then the next one after that, I'll show you my secret meme. Currently do and be like, wow, their lives are crazy. They're doing all these crazy things.
Yeah.
I even turned it into a line on the new album that goes, I hate my friends. I want to do everything they do.
What's great is he turned around.
Nicely done, Harvey. Nicely done. I'm gonna do it. Let me just swag. Did I put it on my... No, I didn't. I'm gonna have to unplug. You've derailed it. I mean, this is what these do. This is what it's for. Derailing the entire fucking operation. I gotta plug this other hard drive back in, just so that we can listen to Jack Howard swag. This file also just always has that little error at the beginning of it. And I've long since forgotten what the fuck this was a parody of.
Shouts to Jack Howard. Feel me? Deuce. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Swag. Superpower. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Superpower. I feel like Jack Howard. Right hand Howard. Big blank ring, but I feel like Ding Dogs. Put me on the YouTube, interview my girlfriend. Swag, 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 bang, dang, 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 girlfriend. Girl, I live like Dean Dogs, chain like Dean Dogs. Damn, little deuce, you swag harder than Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard, look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard, swag, swag, superpower. Swag. Look at Jack Howard, look at Jack Howard, look at Jack Howard, swag, superpower.
Fuck. So good. Oh. Really bad loop as well. My favorite fucking thing is when he refers to him as right hand Howard, and it means nothing. I'd love it. Right hand Howard, put me on the YouTube, interview my girlfriend. Fucking great. Does Jack know? I mean, he knows about this. He knows about the existence of this song. I don't know if he knows I still have it. Sadly, I think that the video that went with it has been lost to the seas of time. I've not found it. But let's go ahead and stick this in VLC, and it'll just come up at some point. And if I hear it come up, we'll crank it. It's just part of the background music now. No, you're cheating, Harvey. No, I won't show you the secret meme, actually. You're cheating. I appreciate the super chats, I really do. But I'm not just shelling out. I'm not just playing every card straight away. We got to move on. You need to be. Otherwise, we'll never get anywhere.
Like, why do I need to rank my friends? I remember thinking that was weird. And then Facebook happened, and I didn't make my Facebook. My friends did, because I kind of didn't want it.
Secret meme needs to be somebody else, man. That's a rule I just made up.
Adamant that this would be a bad
Scammed.
thing.
Yeah,
And
no, that's how I do.
And naturally got addicted to it. And then since Facebook, people now communicate me by my phone and text as they always have done. They now Facebook Messenger, Skype.
Message received. You don't care about Bing and Mandy. That's fine. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Appreciate you. And just for that, this folder has been here the whole time, and I've been watching the chat. Unless I missed it, nobody has wondered what this folder is. It's my secret meme. Do you want to see it? You want to see it? This is my secret meme. This is it's my favorite. It's Eminem throwing a crab. He's throwing a crab. That's it. That's it. That's the meme. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Best $10 ever spent. Yes. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Stop hammering. I'll put it in the Discord too for you. Just so you don't have to go searching for it. It doesn't really... I'm going to put it in Porb General with no context. For the plebs. I forgot to send. There we go. There we go. They can chew over that for a while. They can try and read into the meaning of it. Nobody tell them. If they're online on Discord and they're not in the chat, don't explain it to them. Be sure to check out Mandy's new video where she fights Mega Mandy.
I will keep this thumbnail.
Previously on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, dude. I think these are my Snapchat stories. Oh, dude, we're in for a ride. So yeah, when Snapchat was a thing, kids, when Snapchat was still relevant and before Instagram had stolen stories, I really, 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 really enjoyed using Snapchat stories. I can't quite describe enough how fun it was that first couple of years when I was using Snapchat stories and like everyone was using Snapchat and before Facebook had ruined it. It was just fun. It was just like really, I know it's like, it's ephemeral and it's like throwaway social content and whatever, and everything has its time and everything gets old. I had such a fun time with Snapchat stories. And I think I also uploaded them as compilations as well. I think it started as a patron only thing and then I just made them public and then I stopped doing it when Snapchat died. It was so much fun.
Previously on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We got this ball. Daisy went crazy and Hive did his magic sand trick.
When they're bored of working on the street in the daytime.
One of these was like a musical. I tried like, it might be really bad now if I watch it back.
So I just got the worst sleep of my life. Thames water outside.
You know.
Look at this beauty, guys.
Oh, my car door. So any High Five Spaceship fans in the chat, it's a bit of a cut. It's a bit of a deeper cut. But if you listen to the EP Entropy is Important, or you listen to one of the remixes on the Come Down, but I can't remember which, there is sampled on several tracks on Entropy and that one remix on come down is me hitting this car door with a big stick. It made such a fantastic sound.
Good things come.
I took this. My parents drove to meet me for something, and I gave this to them to drive home. And then it lived in their garage. And then I recorded it in the church down the road for the acoustics. I dragged it to a church and I hit it with a big metal thing to make a clanging sound, and I recorded it in the house of the Lord.
To those who wait. Car doors are heavy. Absolute beauty, guys. Registered beautician. To clean this bad boy up. Get it in the house before someone else tries
You
to
got to
take
do these things for your
it. I
art.
enjoy more the people who give me weird looks, or the people who don't seem to notice at all. Like, that's just something they see every day. So many jokes and nobody to tell them to. Like, it's easier to clean if you take it apart. Or I'm saving up for the rest. You went up for a road trip?
Yes.
I'll pay for the petrol if you bring the rest of the car. Oh, wait, sorry guys. It's locked. Still waiting on that slash fiction, guys.
Yeah, where is it?
What's the hold up?
Yes. Yes.
Our washing machine broke, so that's context.
Yes.
There we go. Thanks,
What did they
Mandy.
ever do to you, Bing? What did they do?
I am Ahab.
Stop it! They did nothing to you!
Posting my RSVP to Matt's wedding today. Boop. I'm gonna be a groomsman. Couple of scripts here for sketches. I'm looking forward to saying the phrase snake dentist.
Wait, what? Snake dentist? What is this? What would this script have been? What would it have been? I don't recognize the script. The line snake dentist. Is this Brodog? Could it be the second Brodog that never got made? I can't make it out. I can't read it. I'm sorry, guys.
Snake dentist. Want to see an old school internet relic that no one will recognize?
Oh, it's out of sync.
Now you're looking at two of them.
I still have that shirt. Derek Comedy shirt.
As much as I can.
This is supremely out of sync. Wow.
Enraged character in stage.
Oh,
may be
George.
unintentionally restrained by other actors.
It's a good time. Mandy with her.
Bridges up.
Mandy with the blonde phase.
Brought me.
And me with another really
Sure to
bad
check
beard.
out Mandy's new video where she.
Oh, it's the same. That's the same one.
Maj? Funnel.
It made me laugh. That was the energy of Snapchat in that period. Was like, well, it made me laugh. So I guess I'll put it on Snapchat.
Man, can
I'm gonna get flagged for that.
night were you out partying and you left the idiots in charge? I'm training up a whole squad of them. Why
I'm
need
playing
anything else?
Pokemans.
When I got
Marge?
the Kecleons.
Yes, Marge.
I'm gonna get flagged for these fucking stupid Snapchats. If I get content ID claimed by fucking Incubus for these fucking 8-year-old Snapchat stories, I'm gonna flip my fucking desk.
Yes.
Bring back this like unhinged Bing that was on Snapchat all the time. I love this.
That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do.
So my friend Kim got me a present the other day and I've been scared to open it. We used to date, Kim and I, when we were at university.
Marge?
So she has a special insight into who I am and what I like. So she got me this. And I thought I'd, you know,
Okay, I'm opening this.
biscuits.
What else have we got? Riley.
Bruce
Bruins Camp.
Bidding.
Bruce. Bandcamp.
Edition and the license.
Oh,
pack.
so
But
this is like the release of Progress, I guess.
if someone could make that happen.
Wait. 2016. No, it would be... Yeah, that's tracks from Progress, but they were already out by then. What else have we got?
This is off, but it's okay because I'm wearing long johns.
Oh yeah, Callum and I just had like a nice snuggly housemate date and watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That was a nice evening. That was a good time.
It is his love. It is his passion.
Oh, I miss Callum. I saw him the other day, but I miss him. Oh dude, the one and only High Five Spaceship live gig. It was terrible. It was a fun time. It was fun to put together, but I was awful. Because I am not a music performer. Oh yeah, I was on the Roundhouse, on RH's Roundhouse show.
Hello, welcome to Played Up. It's the Archive Show.
Hey Els, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream, and welcome to anybody else who has joined and I haven't noticed. I'm noticing you now.
Bingham. Hello, I think I just appear on Chris Bingham's Snapchat right now.
Yeah, I'm just Snapchatting as well, you know.
Kitchen. One chef. Okay, we need two linguinis for table 14. Hey, I'm Chuck Weismuller, and welcome to my pastry tape. Hey.
God, Tom Webster's good. His voice is like he doesn't always get it out for the RH stuff, but his voice can really go places.
Hello, what do you want? Why are you in my bank? We're in the deepest, darkest depths of the Bank of England. Quickly.
Hey Alex as well.
Hop into the
I think Cartoon Carton's been here for a while, but hey as well.
I was going to ask you to row, but...
Fantastic comments on the new video about the NHS. Go check it out if you haven't already.
It's probably
The
down by
heart
now.
of an Olympian. Just
Okay. Snaps April
just
2.
shot at Mandy and Bing. Quality nice.
My beverage of choice is a Coke and or Cola, not affiliated. And Dog Zeppelin super chatted me really early in the stream and forced me to have my energy juice on my mystery cup. So
Just shot at Mandy.
I've had that as well.
Follow my friend Mandy on Snapchat if you like complete and utter wankers. I'd just like to clarify for anyone who is following Mandy that I do know the lyrics to that Limp Bizkit song, and it is actually kind of bothering me that there's video of me doing it in the High Five Spaceship newsletter at in like.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing.
God.
I found this. This is also in a couple of High Five Spaceship tracks. That is somebody's broken satellite dish that was just in that somebody had fly tipped it. It was just in the street, and I, like a good Samaritan, the good Samaritan that I am, I took it away, and I did properly dispose of it afterwards. But before I disposed of it, I played it with metal drum brushes, and the sound was amazing. The sound was so good. Take that, Stomp. Eat your heart out.
The satellite dish when I was out earlier. Can you believe someone was just throwing it away?
Skipping the copyrighted music.
The intersections of
Don't wanna get flagged.
Station Master of Time.
Oh.
The changing lines. The intersections of our lives. The way they switch. The Station Master of Time. Rerouting our destinations without us even noticing.
Deep. What's happening at the party? Oh, the party's
They
done.
got this,
I went to a thing.
I'm gonna raffle these off, right? Touch my soul.
Oh god, yeah. We went to the premiere for that god-awful Batman versus Superman movie, and everybody left their promotional Turkish Airlines metal planes behind. So I came home with a dozen of them.
My friends at Murder Is Not a Crime.
And I,
It's something different.
I pledged to send them to fans, and then I realized they're really heavy and they're sharp and they poke holes in the packets, and it was going to cost me lots of money, and then they stab the postman, so I didn't do it.
My dad's here. He helps in the decision making. Gotta shout out some runners up. The person that drew me holding and all the time, you guys.
Is someone calling me a fucking boomer in the chat?
Who stepped on a Twinkie for me.
Yesterday I uploaded a new video. It's called
That was my dad.
Congrats. All the time, you guys are great. The winner of the little toy plane is Joel Bayless, who stepped on a Twinkie for me. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Good, as long as you're not accusing me of being a fucking boomer.
Yesterday I
Hey guys, so I'm here.
uploaded a new video. It's called I'm Going on Tour.
Final. Get
What
yours
else?
now.
We got vinyls, we got HF High Five Spaceship plugs,
guys.
we got this great hat. That's a look.
Instagram stories came out. I figured I'd jump on that bandwagon whilst people care.
Oh no, it's the beginning of the end. Instagram stories, August 2016.
And while you're there, you can like the one and only photo there so that it gets the most likes that page ever gets, and I can spend my entire life trying to live up to that one picture. Yes, Johnson. Cleaners have gone too. I could escape. Elliot could escape.
This is when I was on tour with Elliot and we got trapped in a pub. Damn, a lot happened in 2016, man. A lot happened in 2016.
Send help. I know I look like I'm outside, but that's because I climbed out this window into the pub courtyard, which has no exits.
This was such an eventful...
Hello?
We were one stop down the road of this multi-town, multi-date tour up and down the country up to Scotland and back, where I was tagging along with Elliot to shoot videos for him and vlog as well. And the first fucking venue, the morning after the first gig, we wake up and we're locked inside the pub.
Off that ticket.
I did end up parkouring over a wall, and I sliced up my wrist pretty bad.
Scaled that wall. Fucked up my wrist.
Look at that, fucking
I'd
nasty.
like to thank Georgina and Sheridan from the Crown Hotel, who just...
Yeah, Elliot hanging out on the roof, and I went and got us some lunch, and then
Penrith.
I threw it up to him, and I sat outside, and we waited for the cleaners to arrive.
Elliot and I have just stopped at the best service stations I have ever been to. I'm probably going to upload an entire video.
I vlogged about all this, by the way. If you go way back on my second channel, if you go to 2016 on Bing Radio, there's vlogs from this trip. They were really fun. It was a fun time.
Just about this service station. Elliot's been before. He doesn't...
More Incubus. I'm not getting flagged by Incubus.
Wi-Fi or signal of any kind, so I can't do anything. It's great. I've been reading about the Cold War.
We just got a lot more of this. A lot of Elliot stuff. A lot of playing. A lot of spelling places differently.
Take me to the all you can eat buffet.
The Orkney you can eat.
The Orkney you can eat.
That doesn't work.
No.
Elliot, it was a good time. Elliot's great, and this was one of the last ones we did. Was in this distillery, brewery. It was a brewery. They made beer. It was really good. Orkney Brewery, wonderful. If you ever get the chance to go.
Hey guys, so I'm here.
And then I left him. He still had a couple more dates, and I flew from Scotland to Germany for Gamescom. and I did this marketing because they overlapped, and I'd booked to do this work with my friend Jim to promote his game, which ended up getting shelved. It's a long story, sad.
Hey guys, so I'm here at Gamescom. We're at the Gambitious stall. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna show you around very quickly. There are 3 games out here in the main area. The first one is called Zombie Night Terror. It's
just showing people around the Gambitious bit. And then we had like a little private room, if I get to it. There we go. We had the little outreach room.
Outreach booth. Bam!
So it was like we would bring all day, every day for 3 days in a row. We brought writers from different outlets would come in, and we would give them the same talk where we introduced the game, and then we would like play through a demo level with them, and then they would go away and they would write about the game.
Look at that beautiful key art on the wall. This is where we've been spending the last 3 days.
It was a really fun trip. I also got incredibly drunk with Dennis Wedden, who is the creator of Hotline Miami, and other people. All the Gambitious and Devolver team were there, and we all got very drunk. And he showed me pictures of his sports cars that he'd bought with all his Hotline Miami money.
Giving back-to-back pitches from 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening, pitching and then showing off the demo. Shh, here's some concept art.
It was a good time.
Hello.
Hi. These were the
Everyone is
Diluvian
very
team.
tired.
They were great guys. Hotel room. Who's this? Oh, it's Mandy. We're back somewhere. Oh! This was, and then, so we came back to London, and I went to a Sully Breaks gig, because Mandy had like cut a video for him, and they used some High Five Spaceship music in the intro. And it was great. It was really nice to hear it being played in a big venue with his poetry over the top of it.
Is that insecurity? Is that what validates them saying?
Yeah.
You know, that person is perfect?
Hell yeah. That was great.
That features my music.
I'm just explaining it now.
We are living in the future, guys. So, because I've kind of developed a taste for it recently, partly thanks to being on the road with Elliot, he could suck it off a spoon. I got a little pot of Marmite.
Okay, gotta clear some space here. Gotta clear some space.
Marmite. I do like Marmite. I do still like Marmite now. I didn't like it before I spent that road trip with Elliot, and now I love it.
Outside, and I have to spend it indoors, editing stuff, rendering things.
Yeah, it's probably
Don't
just
want
good.
the letters in it, like a slow or a muzz. I want to fucking rip my own face.
What is this rant?
Facebook and Instagram and stuff. I'll tell you why. Search for Christopher Bingham, or you go to facebook.com/.
Oh, it's just complaining about usernames. It's not interesting. What else have we got? This is earlier than that. This is all in the wrong order. Apologize. We got a Daniel Dobbs.
Okay. Basically, this album needs...
Yeah, a lot of music stuff here.
I'm a bingy bing, and I mix all day, and I mix all night.
Yeah, and then I installed XCOM 2, and I lost all productivity at all for the rest of that month. Oh yeah, this was it. It's just one of my Snapchat stories. Was just friends getting closer. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. By the way, sad times. Sad to see somebody go before their time. He was a troubled guy. He was a talented guy. That hit me quite deep. Just the same. Just David Schwimmer. Just. I'm muting it because I'm going to get flagged. I'm going to get claimed. That was it. I just did that one evening.
Celebrate the fact that 2215 is finally...
High Five Spaceship. What's this? What's happening here?
I guess. This is what YouTube's done to me. I've got nothing. Forced to wear a Costa bag for warmth. But at least I've got my Eat Randy shirt. I was supposed to get one of those 100,000 subscribers awards, but they never sent it to me.
Still don't have it. Still don't have it. I never found it. I saw it. I confirmed that it existed at a fucking VidCon because they had them all there. And then they said, no, we'll take them home. We're going to take them back and then we'll ship it to you. And I never fucking got it. Where's my silver play button, YouTube?
I've always, enjoyed doing that. When I started YouTube, I started doing pranks. And there's like 3 channels that make pranks. There was me, there was like prank versus prank.
All these ideas for YouTube videos, I'm not
If
sure.
you know.
Which one to start with? Used to keep all my money in my...
I found that book. Hang on. I didn't show you this last episode. I have some physical archival stuff that I didn't show you. I found some books, some like pads and things that have notes on them. So this one seems to have been this is like notes for the Heidi shoots in the Google I think, right? Crab Sticks Bewildered, pre-game, 2 to 3 solid gags. Oh no, that's Full-Time Shouters. That's it. That's the entirety of the script for Full-Time Shouters. That's why it's not a good video. I'm going to change to the... Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom, everybody. How's that doing it for you? You can see my fresh haircut that I got today. So yeah, that's notes concerning my video with Crab Sticks, which is is just not getting a rerun because I don't like it. Every Man for Himself. There are only 2. It's so hard to pick a favorite. I don't know what this is. Rookie mistake. This page just says. This page says, I learned it from you. It's all because of you. Don't know why. Don't recall why. And then we've got... Oh! Wait. I'm sorry, this is not Full-Time Shouters. I apologize. I was incorrect. This is Professor Battle. This is notes from Professor Battle, which absolutely is getting a rerun, for sure, because I love it. Yeah, pre-game... 2 to 3 solid gags, pundits, halftime, prep talk, Crab Sticks comes back stronger, he slips up, false stumble, tag segue, chair gag, and then, yeah, this makes a lot more sense. And then this is like stuff that the pundits could have said. This was like stuff I was writing down for Brian and Kyan. Last section, pause, confusion, tag team, chair gag, Prof 1 defeated, crowd cheers. That's a finishing blow. Crowd starts leaving, everything back to normal, except Professor on the floor. There was an actual typed script as well. I do want to point out that there was a typed script. This is not the all of it. Tom tries to smuggle huge saw in birthday cake, clearly poking out. Oh! This was a spec script I wrote. This was the beginnings of a spec script that I ended up writing for. It's somewhere. I have a copy of it somewhere. I wrote a really bad spec script for an episode of Eddsworld, where Tom gets put in prison. Sorry I'm late, everyone. I was just finding everything so funny. What's this? Yeah, Act 1. So here it is. This is the initial outline of my Eddsworld prison episode, if you want to hear it. Act 1, jailhouse, Blues Brothers style check-in scene. Because we need a reference, we need a classic reference. Ed loved Blues Brothers. Phone call with Tom, title sequence, judge intro, trial begins, first flashback, breakfast. This is already way too complicated. This was generally the feedback that I got from Matt was way too complicated. Breakfast. Tom suggests new exhibit at the art museum. Matt interrupts, fucks around. Tom testifies. Enrique is born. Oh, the Enrique gag. John knows. I think John's the only person in this chat that has actually read this. Maybe I'll put it up on Patreon. I wrote last year. Some of them were me solo, and some of them with my writing partner Ducky. We wrote a series of spec scripts for Eddsworld just to practice. And some of them are really good. This is not one of the good ones. But some of them are really good. And maybe I'll post them on, because they'll never get made. But maybe I'll post them on Patreon. Back at the house, Tom digs a tunnel. Birthday party at the prison. Ed goes to solitary. Matt visits. Second flashback. Tom arrives in the cell. Courtroom. Final flashback. Ed drinks the cola. Gets arrested. Tom aborts his actual heist. Final revelations. Ed pardoned. Tom accidentally left in jail. Great. That didn't make any sense to you, but if you know, you know. What else have we got in this pad? Just lists, just to-do lists. Just names and numbers. What's this? Backgrounds. Add street lamps. Fix perspective. Perspective on tables. Oh, this is Beaster Bunny, I think. More stripes on tent side. Adds more curve. Make sure clouds and grass are consistent. Yeah. Nog, nog, nog. Nog, nog, nog. Is that note. Oh, so Enrique, who I mentioned there, Tom is called up to testify. What is it? How does it go again? Tom is called up to testify, and then to get out of it, he's like, haha, I'm not this person. You've actually been speaking to Enrique. And he like rips his clothes off and has a fake mustache and like a Hawaiian shirt. And then we don't see him for the next 3 minutes. He just like yeets out of the... Was that how it went? I'd have to find it. Where would it... Oh, it's in a box. I put it in a box. I can't... Another time maybe we'll do a stream where we look through all my aborted Eddsworld's scripts. It's me building my sound absorption panels, scribbling it all out. Yeah, John drew up a design for Tom as Enrique in his alter ego. Okay, so there's that. The rest of that is blank. And then this one, which you just saw, a little slice of history became physical.
There was like prank versus...
We don't need to
The
hear that
YouTube
again.
videos, I'm not sure which...
That video there. This is labeled Bing's Cool Video Book. And this is great, right? So this is something that never got made. Untitled dog sketch. And it says here, I'm so stupid, I don't even know what death is. Which is a funny thought. When good food goes bad. Okay, so the joke here was like, what makes them do it? It was like an expose on like sex working, right? Sex workers, right? But like if they're food, if it's like food, right? It's like, this is why it never got made. Because the best I've got is, this milk goes off on the 18th. Just barely 18. Like, that's nothing. This is nothing. How to boil an egg. Empty page. Just a title. Empty page. Basic bitch. White tea from H&M. Basic bitch. That disc that came free with your PS2. Basic, bitch. Learning to code in your spare time. Made a dot move, bitch. Trading futures. Bitcoin is down. Capital at risk, bitch. This is an entire sketch that hinges on you just putting bitch at the end of a sentence. Aggro spider. Plastics spider. 2-shot. Trying to cup a spider in the sink. It starts talking, obviously. Breaks glass. Throws things. Starts getting really personal. I guess the spider is mean. I guess that was the idea. They're not all winners. What's important is that you develop a creative practice. Okay? That you practice every day. That you write something every day. Right? And that's what I was doing. I was writing ideas even when they were bad. And then I was only making the slightly less bad ones. How to make money. Oh, damn. So in like 2 weeks time, we're rerunning How to Make Money on YouTube. And this is How to Make Money on YouTube 2, which never got made. Do you know some English? Do you want to write a book? Want me to write your book? Playtime's over. You want to get in this YouTube game, you got to think big or small, just not in between. The novelization of your Draw Your Life. You ever dream of not being paid to be in a Disney movie? That's a reference. Want to say you like this film? I'll buy you a suit. That's a jab at Jack Howard. Oof. It's a good thing he doesn't watch these. Prank videos are in. Pretend to kill your friend. Pretend to kill your mother. Touch girls without permission. That's another very specific thing. I'm starting to see why I didn't make this one. It goes on. Something about payment being really obtuse. 65 days, fill in the sow, rounded to the next fiscal quarter, payable in South African Krugerrands. How have you had your baby yet? That's okay. People can be bought. Ben Affleck's groovy friendship room. What? What is that even? And then it just says Pingu, and then it says Chat Lemon. That one's beyond me. If that was a thing, if that's based on some topical thing, I don't know. Yeah, my brain hurts too, man. This is what happens when you read like half-baked notes from 8 years ago. As long as there are CCTV cameras, shoplifting is a lot like vlogging. Well, that's just true. But don't get caught. Prison's no place for a pretty thing like you. At the bottom here it says, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And then we've got January, February 2016-17 PBFB miniseries notes. It says order a copy of Create Your Own Jane Austen. And then I'm like planning out kind of more or less what I'm going to be doing on the days. So it's like already this one page is more planning than went into the original Past Being Future Being, which I've talked about. It was not planned. Like I had thought of it before Christmas. Christmas happened. I started doing it in January. But this one round, like, there's all kinds of notes. And, like, themes. Look! Thematic ideas! This was, like, a whole thing. Nostalgia. Clinging onto a lifestyle that no longer suits me, ? Is there something else I would be better suited for? Comes back to the idea of waiting for a sign that your direction... This is deep shit. That your direction is the right one. The life I chose. Instead of a clear career trajectory, a series of rewards, something along the way, along any personal timeline are things... I can't read that. Can that be enough for me? ? It's a roller coaster, these streams. Baby bird it, bro. Classic rule of thirds. Of threes, even. That's the whole page. Baby bird it, bro. So, I clearly set out like a manifesto. I clearly at some point have been like, I'm gonna write all these sketches, and then didn't. So I've just got a bunch of pages that are like, baby bird it, bro. That was a sketch that I wanted to write that I've now forgotten. Trick shot sketch, but no fucking notes. Victoria's Sponge collab. What was it gonna be? Vlog about mixing. I did make that, the fruit basket comparison. Look at this. It's great, but we can't appreciate it from this. That is a thing that I made. Collab with Liam Dryden that never happened. And then like a vlog about... So the ones with the little pink star are ones that I actually made. I remember, this is coming back to me now. Once I'd actually shot it, I like kind of started off. I was like, I gave myself a little star. Being a Mandy in the morning. Star. Cockney YouTube bum. Again, just a blank, just an empty page. A title with an empty page. And then we've got some storyboards here. Where are we? What is this? Is this Vlogger? Or is this... Oh no, that's C Hates a Coward, which was very bad and ill-advised and somber and morose and emo. I'm glad that's no longer online. April, March, catch up. That was actually in my, like, I've talked about this on PBFB. There was a phase. Hey! Saved by Jack Howard.
Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. 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 Look at Jack Howard.
I kind of just want this to be the background music for the whole stream, but I think it would drive people insane.
Jack Howard,
right hand Howard.
Big blank ring, but I feel like Dean Dogs. Put me on the YouTube, interview my girlfriend. Swag, 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 bang, dang, 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 your girlfriend. Girl,
just
like
nonsense.
Dogs, chain like Dean Dogs. Damn little deuce, you swag harder than Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Swag. Superpower. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Swag superpower.
What a time. What a good time. That'll wake everybody up. How you doing? How you feeling? What else? Is there anything else interesting in here, or can we move on? CDs, Comedy Initiative. Some of this is fun. I might scan some of this for if anyone's interested. I could scan some of this for Patreon, maybe. Some of it's interesting and some of it really isn't. You know? It's the nature of the beast when you look through somebody's, like, private thoughts. It's like, some of it's not going to make any sense. I'm gonna lower myself a little bit here. There's like a set layout for You Talking to Me. That's kind of fun. And a kind of a story, like basic storyboard / shot list for the first You Talking to Me. That's fun. That's a good time. And then I think that's it. Bothering 2. The Bothering 2 is, I think, the last project. Showreel, UC, Fringe. Fringe Vlogs. Yeah, and then it ends. That's Bing's cool video book, everybody. Damn, I'm glad we found that. I'm glad I found that. Okay. Let's keep moving on with this stuff. There's a lot of these. We're not going to watch all of these, but maybe I'll upload some of them. I know some of these are on YouTube and may or may not still be public. I could maybe... I'll find the ones that are public and I'll link them in the Patreon. And if there's demand for these Snapchat stories, maybe I can upload them unlisted for patrons or something. I don't know if there's really... I don't know if they fit into my, my like programming schedule these days.
Someone who placed an order on the store lives like 20 minutes away from me, so I'm delivering it by hand.
I did do that. Oh, the face swapping.
So we've discovered that when you swap Elliot and I's face, he looks like Jamie, age 19, and I look like Daniel J. Layton.
Strange.
Oh no. Oh, what's happening?
I liked that period of before the filters were good, you know, when they were really bad. When they were like... when they would actually go wrong all the time and it was kind of endearing. That was a fun time.
Hey gang.
Sick day, reading comments, camera.
Sorry, Cola.
Marge.
You address me as Marge. Yes, Marge.
Marge?
And not again. Not again. No more of this.
What could it possibly mean? Entire order is to use raccoons.
Oh yeah. Shilling stuff on my online store like a good little YouTuber. Marge? Marge?
This overall just made me happy.
Comment dog! I
wanted to play this.
The comedy initiative for me was like a mixed bag. I think that there was some really good ideas in there. I am I'm gonna do a rerun of that whole like the half-hour edit, and I think that it accomplished what I set out to do. I just was in a weird point in my career where I was feeling very like almost nervous to like work with other people. Because I'd had so many kind of interpersonal things happen, and I was frankly like I was chemically depressed, like I've talked about in vlogs. I was going through some weird shit with my body, which I eventually sorted out. So I was feeling very antisocial, and I basically didn't involve anybody else in the production of Comedy Initiative. And I think that like I watched it again recently, and my assessment of it now with a few years past was like, there's a lot here to like, but I just wish like I had involved one or two other people and it wasn't just like so clearly a completely solo enterprise.
Game
that makes sense
on Snapchat is just because of the fantastic, phenomenal names that appear throughout it. My character's name is Fuck.
Oh god, Colosseum. Gavin.
This?
We've seen this.
Jacks there are on the screen, right?
Wait, what is this? I'm gonna have to mute it. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't want to get claimed. Oh, it's Living La Vida Loca. Okay, so you can imagine it. Oh, is it She Moves? It's not La Vida Loca. I'm so sorry. It's She Moves. She Bangs. Whatever it's called. She Bangs? Nobody asked me to do this. Nobody asked anybody to do anything on Snapchat. It was just actually genuinely fun for a while. And I think everybody felt that it was genuinely fun. And you could see that everybody was having a fun time. So people just did it. I know it's all kind of a state of mind, but there are these like, I think that we all collectively experience like waves of like kind of as a community or as a society even of like boom and bust of like actually finding something novel and joyful, and then slowly as the novelty wears off and the market grows, it's replaced with this cynicism and it stops being fun anymore. And it's just like it's unclear whether that has happened with TikTok. I don't know, but it definitely happened with still going. Definitely happened with things like Snapchat after Facebook took their shit, just straight up stole the function. Then it's shifted and it became not this like fun, quirky thing that everyone was doing, at least from my perspective. I did it all day. I did this all day. It's weird seeing these older... It's weird seeing these kind of more recent hard drives now where I'm starting to look... I feel like I'm starting to look a lot more like I do now. Because this is only like 2016. This is only... I guess it's still 7 years ago. But... I feel like I'm starting to look like I do now in this material, whereas like the hard drive from last stream, I was baby Bing. I was a different person. I don't know why. And then I died. That's the end. That's the end of that Snapchat day. And if you lived it, you're welcome, I guess.
Flying high on a hellbent.
Oh God! And this was the day that I improvised a musical all about unicorns.
Rodeo unicorn, where are you going, you majestic?
It's not good.
Is day. Killing all the people, killing all of them in my Lamborghini, flying unicorn. You know, son of mine.
And then just Phil Collins is in it.
What is it, Dave? Being a dick. What is it, Dave? I demand a fair assessment. You are really being a dick.
Mandy was away. That was not in the house while I did this.
You fraternize with the humans, and for this you must pay my blood, not the elixir.
It's all coming back to me now. I worked out this kind of like eternal raging war between humankind and the mythical beasts.
Life, but where?
And then there's like a civil war, and then like a kind of a star-crossed romance among the unicorns.
But where, oh where do you find the elixir of love?
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Have I lived among the humans for too long? Maybe. Should I accept the wisdom of my ancestry?
I got into it, man. This took me hours. I had clearly nothing to do this day. What did I need to be doing this day that I wasn't doing? Because I was busy I was busy sitting with my phone in my hand, trying to think of the next story point in my imaginary musical about unicorns.
But is it not a finer thing to live in harmony than to uphold a tradition
Yeah, by probably my fucking tax return.
of bigotry?
Yeah, man.
Chop off his horn, they say! Chop off his horn, they cry! Banishment is too good for the traitor. Send him to the pit of dicks. Father, please don't forsake me. I must, my son can't be undone.
I'm going to take a little break and I'm just going to play the rest of this. And we're going to cut and then I'm going to be back. I need a glass of water.
I am your only son. I am your only. Oh, my son, committed to the pit of dicks. I will join him. And now I see, and now we see that life lost for love is truly gain. Progress is built on the bodies of those brave enough to change the status quo. At least I die a hell-bent rodeo unicorn.
I've dropped a pencil. It's a really nice one too. I hope you all enjoyed that. Okay, we're done with the Patreon folder. Then we got loads of we just got a lot of PBFB. I mean, this is going to help with my spreadsheet. But I don't think we want to sit here and watch entire episodes of PBFB. This is all online.
Has been a minute, hasn't it? Like you said, this is PBFB for 1 month only, a 5-year anniversary edition. I just got up pretty early. It's going to be a long day. And I have to go into work.
Not only have we found this today, earlier today, I found a lot of the footage from this first a couple of weeks of FBs. I felt like I know from today, from my work earlier today, that I have all of this in the files originally out the camera.
2016, I took a senior lecturer position at Ravensbourne, a film and design college here in London.
Almost missed.
Yeah, that was a nice one. I liked a lot of these 2016 videos. This was the thing, right? When I finished PBFB, and sorry if you've heard this story before, but when I finished the original PBFB, I said never again, right? I just said like, never again. I can't do that. It was too much. It was anarchy. And although it was really, really wonderful and rewarding and joyful, and I learned a lot, I could never do something that big again. And I stood by it for a long time. But then I did this 5-year anniversary series, 2016-2017, that was just 1 month long to celebrate the anniversary. And I was like, oh, fuck. These are so much better, right? My ability as a filmmaker had improved. My ability to tell stories had improved. The equipment had got better. My editing had got better. And like the miniseries was so much nicer than anything, in my opinion, anything from OG PBFB. Of course, OG PBFB has its place, and there's some really meaningful episodes of that. But like this was like had like a it felt deliberate in a way that OG PBFB didn't, and I really loved making it. And that was when I finished that, I was like, even during it, I was starting to say like, to my friends, I was starting to say like, oh shit, guys, I'm really enjoying this. I might have to do it again. And I was genuinely kind of angry because I planned on never doing it again, and then I did because it was great, because it was fun. What's this Sarah saying in the chat? Just curious, do you think there are any AI tools that could feed PBFB videos, that you could feed PBFB videos and they'd chop things up and help with this whole process? The short answer is no. I think that AI tools at this stage are that they have some very good specific uses in editing. They're particularly good if you're doing kind of vlogging. They can, you know, like they're editing, the Adobe like editing with text thing is really interesting, where it knows everything that's said in the video and you can like trim things out by cutting words. And you can trim out silences and things like that, and you can kind of automate that kind of in-out L-cut, J-cut thing that people do with vlogs. But I couldn't ask, I don't think there's really, aside from data cataloging, which is the current stage of things, you know, if I was smart about this, maybe I could give it these hard drives, I could ingest these hard drives, and I could say, organize all this footage by like the date that it was shot in the tags and whatever. And like, I've kind of been doing that with I've been doing broad searches where I just take an entire drive and I search like .m4v or whatever. And then I organize it by date to try and find different periods of footage. But so you could conceivably use AI or some kind of program to help automate that like retrieval process, where you could then say, hey, you know, find all this stuff that fits these criteria and then put it into an order and tag it the way that I need it to be tagged. The thing is, I don't know how to do that. So to do it, I would have to learn how to do it. And in the time that I'd learned how to do it, I could have just done it. So for the actual storytelling, once it gets into the kind of actual creative process of editing the film, I don't think that there's any like big use for AI, because it's just such a weird project that you can't just be like, hey, find the thematic through line between all these videos. Hey, ChatGPT, what's the, like, what of this is like of consequence and what is boring? You can't make those judgments. So yeah, it's like, you know, if I was more of a data management kind of person, there's probably a better workflow for the stuff that I'm doing currently. But I'm not, which is why it's all in a bad way in the first place. You know, I've never been very organized, and that's the whole, if you've learned one thing from this series of streams, it's that I'm not a fucking organized person. I never have been, and I'm trying to be organized now. And I'm playing catch up, as it were. We've seen these videos before. Bag tag, before the video gets going, which has got the Barclays, it's got a plug for the Barclays videos that I shot with Ollie White at the beginning of it, which I think I trimmed off after the 6 months contract period. Most recent one is about preparing yourself for a job interview with the lovely Ollie White, who some of you might be fans of. He's a nice guy. Wonder what he's up to. No, bad music video. Don't want to watch that. We got some audio. We got some very old High Five Spaceship audio. Damn. Very old. Captain. Progress. Did I tell you guys? I don't think I said this on stream. So High Five Spaceship fans will know, sadly, that I've still never delivered on a CD edition of the third album, I'm Going Up, Come With Me. And that started out being negligence on my part. There's no excuse. I just didn't make it a priority. Then it became like a money thing. I couldn't afford to do it at that time. Then COVID happened and everything backed up and there were no supply chains for anything, and it was a complete pain in the ass. And now we get to this stage where like it's been so long, and I still really love that album, but I've become kind of tired with the way it sounds. It's not very well mastered. I know it could be better. So what I'm doing, I tweeted about it the other day, but if you didn't see it, basically I'm paying a professional mastering engineer to remaster the whole album for me. That process has begun, and then we're going to make the CD, and we're also going to do a full digital re-release. And that'll make me really happy. I know that maybe it won't make much of a difference to some of the people listening to it, and I know that it won't attract the kind of attention that the original release, that like no re-release is ever gonna generate the kind of interest that the original did. But I felt that it was important to me that it get the best master that it could get. And we've done 2 tracks so far, and they sound really good. Like they're going to play well on any speakers. You don't have to crank the volume up to hear all the detail. They're going to sound good in a playlist with other stuff. You want a master to be competitive for like radio and streaming and stuff. And now I have that. And I can't wait to hear the other tracks on the album mastered by this guy. And I can't wait to finally do that re-release and finally hold the CD in my hand, probably in early 2024, which is so much later. So many years have passed since the album was technically actually released. Fuck, but it'll be worth it. Because it's the good one. Like, I don't like this old hi-fi. Like, there's some ideas that I like in them, but I've moved on from all this old High Five Spaceship stuff. But when I listen to Going Up, I'm still really, really proud of it. Like, every moment on it, I think is fucking great. And it is representative of what I can do. And now it's going to have a master that has, that like, brings the best that there is to the surface. Coco! Damn! I think this was on the end of a Eddsworld at one point. This was a collaboration with Steven, who was in that Egon video that we watched in the stream, in the marathon stream. And the only reason it sounds good is because of all the cool glitchy stuff that he made, and then I put it together with a beat and stuff. Oh yeah, and we'll be remastering all the remixes as well, the Come Down remixes. All of that, it's like 17 tracks total, are all getting the professional new master. And I'll probably put them all together in a deluxe thing, like a 17 track deluxe package. Like, that's a fucking riff and a half, but it doesn't evolve. Like, none of my music from this period evolved. So that's as good as it gets. And then it just does that for 3 more minutes. 82. It's the same. It's like a really good little lick from Daniel Dobbs, and I think I've treated it really nicely, but doesn't go anywhere. I shouldn't be playing music over music, I apologize. So this was, I was going through a period in 2016. I was kind of I was like re-releasing all my music, all my favorite music as audio somewhere. I think on the High Five Spaceship channel somewhere, which I haven't used in a very long time. But there's some good stuff. That's clearly like, I think this is this folder represents like my favorite ones that I thought were a priority. Music. Oh, we got some project files here. What have we got? We got some Reason project files which may or may not open. What is this? Haunted House. Stick Cuts Upon. All Roads. This is 2014, so a lot of this is like, it'll be progress and then maybe some entropy, maybe? And some of them have like early working titles, like Kafka was 82. I renamed it. That was just, it's like the file name was Kafka. For some reason. I've never fucking read any Kafka. I don't know why I was named that. Cheap Divorce. What do we got? We got Nomad. From the first. Yep. Yeah, so a lot of this is like progress stuff. Some covers here. We got Ask for Answers. We got... This is Brutus, and then I took it in. I think this was a few years later. I didn't have the stems anymore, but I took it in for a really crude remix just to bring some of the levels up. This cover has some fans, right? Like, I've been seeing people in the Discord. I saw when we found the footage a couple weeks back, some people in the chat were like big fans of this Brutus cover, right? I don't hate it. I made some really bad music and I'll own up to the really bad stuff. This is not one of the really bad ones. Oops. Oops.
Hear them say that a lot's a lot. You think it's all that matters. You've done your math well, you check the figures. You've done your math, tell who is the bigger. Man can't explain it, but you got a hunch. Well, that's always something. Climb up the ladder, step up a notch. Climb up the ladder then, see what you got. But if you do it good, Brutus. Real good, like a little man should.
It's fun. It's fun. It has a kind of playful... There's a lot of like really fun, playful sounds in there. If there's fans of that in the Patreon, let me drop it in. Let me give it to you. Let's give you some music here. Where are we? Patreon goodies. Here you go. John likes it. I can send it to you if you... Oh no, my files are too powerful. Okay, I'll do it later. I'll drag it on my desktop and we'll do it later. What else have we got here? Harmony, no. Oh, this might not. This might be one of those aforementioned bad ones. Who's this? This must be Elliot on guitar? Elliot? Doing a cover of like the last track off Harmony No Harmony by Million Dead, Frank Turner's old band.
When the last of the echoes...
Oh, that's a bad mix right there. That's a cringy vocal mix.
fades, when the cymbals and the strings have died away.
This is before I learned how to treat my vocal properly. Like now, I'm not the best singer in the world, but I can make myself sound, you know, I can practice and I can warm up and I can work on my range and I can work on my strength, and then I can take that and I can do a few takes and I can get better more on pitch, and then I know how to treat it as well. And I didn't know any of that at this point.
When I'm left with just a ringing in my ears,
oh, it's really bad. I don't want to listen to it.
I take a breath and I settle down.
Ah!
Try to count the things that really count. Figure out what I've done with the last few years.
I like that sound though.
And
not right, but okay.
After all, the struggle and
just fucking pressing buttons on the keyboard. Why the fuck not?
the strain. And after all,
just completely wrong. I can't. That's never seeing the light of day. Never ever. No. Never fucking ever. Yeah. You're right. It fucking belongs on an episode of VeggieTales. Fuck. Trolls is good though. Trolls is good. Doesn't have my shitty voice in it. The bass lead that I made for this is so fucking nice and chunky and wide. I spent a lot of time crafting this sound. Wait for it. That sound. That sound. I'm still very happy with that. It is from a video game. It was the theme tune to a DOS game called Trolls. Cue Daniel Dobbs. Oh no, next one. Hell yeah. Yeah, that one still holds up. That one's fine. Don't mind that one being out in the world. That clearly, from the file name, doesn't seem to be the final mix, but I'll drop it on my desktop anyway for the patrons. We'll share that with the patrons. I think that is on my Bandcamp, maybe somewhere, if you find it. Some of this stuff is still out there, although most of it, everything pre-going up, will be gone very soon. If it's not already gone, it will be gone like by the end of the year. So then the only place you'll be able to get it is from me, and you can have it. Like, anyone wants old music of mine, they can have it for free. I don't mind. But like public streaming, iTunes, etc., is all just going to be going up and spikes from like New Year onwards. F in the chat for the bank. I mean, the Bandcamp will still be there. The Bandcamp just won't have, like, I've given it another year and a half longer than I said I would. And now it'll just be like, you know, I'll do like Kupek did, you know, I'll just like put it up on there'll be like a storage box and it'll be a Dropbox or something. And like, if you look for it, you can have it. Or if you come to me and you ask for it, you can have it. But bad piano line from something. Oh yeah, this was like a little outro thing on Cheap Divorce or something. Yeah, sure, man. I mean, you paid like a night's rent with your super chat. You can come stay. That's fun. We ended up taking that top line off. I've not heard that in almost 10 years. I even made, look, there's the patch. That is my custom patch for that Trolls Poly bass. That's it right there. That's the fucking patch. That's awesome. Okay, great. That's a good folder. That's good to know that that's there. We're going to skip project files and things because they often are just like rabbit holes of dead folders. But we'll go on to pictures. Pictures. And I spy the first one. I see a Benecat. I see Benecat 2015 is the name of this folder. Just one. Just one. It's that one. Somebody else in the chat. I'm not explaining Benecat. I'm not explaining Benecat Cumberbatch. BenecatCumberbatch.tumblr.com. Somebody else in the chat can explain that. We're going to move on because we're running out of time. Ooh. These are all the guest Baculum covers for the big re-release when I did Baculum 2. I commissioned a bunch of guest covers for the original. Yeah. These are nice. And then there's two. That was Maddie's one was almost... I think Maddie's one's probably my favorite. Look at it. It's so good. Jess's was great too. Jamie did a couple. And then, yeah, we've got Baculum template folder. And then we've got like all the pages. I think we've seen a lot of this stuff already. Yeah, it's the same as the poster. Yeah, that's all seen now. Oh, damn. This was when I did my little Baculum tour. I did like 2-3 places up and down. We did a small press. We did Up. Was that in Liverpool? One of the dates was Liverpool. Yeah, that's the Liverpool poster. We did Liverpool. I think we went to Birmingham as well on the same little tour. And I just did like live comic, like in-person comic signings for the release of release of Baculum 2. There's a good meme. There's another good meme, as true today as it is. As it was in October 2014. Oh man, End Card. End Card was a little venture that never got off the ground with my ex-business partner Matt Hogan. We were going to do like a live event and it never got funded. It never got funding. But this dates us, right? Because this, I can tell you from the file name, was our banner image for Google Plus. Google Plus, everybody. May she rest in peace. May she sail the waters forever. Damn. Yeah, that would never happen. We got High Five Spaceship 2014. What is all this? Band profiles? Oh God, photos. We got some old pictures of me coming up. Oh yeah, look at that. Photoshopped beauty. Look at me. I'm a member of Duran Duran. Hell yeah. Absolute classic. Icon. Right? Absolutely brilliant. What else have we got? We got some Bandcamp stuff. We got some covers. I went through a phase of doing these like lo-fi kind of scribbly covers. They were kind of fun. Brutus. That was the original Brutus cover. It's not very good. Bandcamp headers. We got a lot of Ask for Answers, 82. We got a lot of... Look how tiny that button is. Progress. just all over the place. So what is this font even? I use this font for a long time. I don't know why I use this font. It doesn't represent, there's no critical design theory has gone into the choice of this font. But I kept using it. Then we got the artwork for this was the bonus disc for Progress. So I'll let you in, because it's been a few years, right? I'll let you in on a little story. So there's a couple of tracks on Progress that sprang out of this short story that I had written that eventually it morphed into like lyrics. And like some little snippets of those lyrics turn up on Progress, and actually then some of them were like repurposed and used on songs in 2215, the second album, which is completely unrelated. Like it's its own little like concept thing about space. This was like a story that I wrote about a guy who has a hole in his chest, and one day he's always had a hole in his chest, and it's just a part of his life, and he goes about his business, and he just has a hole in his chest. And then one day he notices a little seedling growing in it, and he nurtures it and he waters it and he looks after it, and it continues to grow, and it keeps growing and it keeps growing, and then it becomes this like plant, and it becomes this sapling, and then it starts to get so big that it starts weighing him down, and he can't he finds it harder and harder to move because he's got like a sapling tree like growing out of him, and it gets so big at one point that he can't, he's like it's, he can't move anymore, and he musters the strength one last time to go out from his home into a nice clearing in the woods, and he lies down, and he lies down, and he knows he's going to be lying down for the last time, and that's where he's going to stay. And he lies with his back on the ground so that the tree can fully take root, and sacrifices himself for the tree. It's not the best work in the world. It's derivative as hell. But that's where some of the lyrics, some really, really early High Five Spaceship lyrics that turned up on those first two albums, and maybe even like a line or two on the third album, kind of stem from like writing that I did on this subject years and years and years and years before. And this was like the original artwork it was like the pitch artwork for Progress. And I shopped it around, and I sat with it for a long time, and I thought I would like maybe get an artist to do a better job of it. I would hire somebody else to do a better job of it, because this is just me sketching and drawing in like Coral Paint and Photoshop, and I was never fully satisfied with it. And then eventually we went, because it ended up being a lot more like digital sounding, the final thing. We went with that like stripped down red and black one that you saw in the that became the actual album cover, and so I used that for when we did the making of. Basically, I was not confident enough in my art, and I kind of wussed out, and I went with the simpler, more accessible version. And would I do it differently? I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. Louder. Don't patronize me. It's just the part of the process, part of the creative process. Questioning, interrogating your work. Always wondering like, why do you do something? Is it important? Is it coming through? And the answer for a lot of my ideas on that first album don't come through. They're not well executed. I'm surrounded by these talented musicians, but I, as a writer and a producer, was not there yet. I just wasn't there yet. They're all like, I listen to them now and I feel like they're rough sketches. They shouldn't have been released. Some of them. It is Bing's bedtime, but we're gonna go a little bit further until we find like I like ending these streams on like a nice you know, like finding a nice stopping point is important, you know? Having a narrative, having an arc to these things. And then I'm going to go off, and then I'm going to not look at a screen for an hour, and I'm going to eat some Chinese food. And it's going to be a great evening. What is this? This is just more random, more of this. More of the same. Boring. Interesting, but boring. Oh, damn, we got the files for the progress booklets. What do we got here? iTunes cover? That's what it became. And I like this. I like the simplicity of it. I like that it's bringing together organic and digital. You know, that was ultimately the whole vibe of the music was like, it's rough and it's human, but it's also got all these mechanical digital sounds in it. Ooh. Oh yeah, I wrote this stuff like handwritten, and then I photoshopped it into one of the parts of the booklet. Yeah. There we go. Here we go. Look at this. These are the print proofs that were sent off for the booklet. For those of you who have never owned the physical CD of Progress, and probably never will. I have some, but they're not available anywhere. This was used with permission by this digital artist I found on Tumblr, who did really like nice kind of liminal 3D art. Some lyrics not recorded. What a pretentious cock I am. And then the vinyl version, this was on the central label, the side B label on the vinyl. And then that's the vinyl template. They're nice. I mean, the vinyls are really nice. The 2215 vinyl's really nice as well. It's just a shame about the music that's on them. That was the original sketch there. You see how it evolved from like that to the painted version, and then to the reduce. I abstracted it out again. Baby Robert Gillis. I was just with him in Bergen. What a lovely coincidence. God, he looked so different back then. Now he's like a proper like Norwegian pop star with a weird like side buzz and big raincoat because he lives in Bergen. So he can't go anywhere without getting wet. Shake It Off. Press release. Damn. Artworks. More backgrounds and things for a website. Oh yeah, loads of like assets for a High Five Spaceship. A very old version of a High Five Spaceship website. Is there even a High Five Spaceship website? It's been so long. highfivespaceship.com. Damn, it's still there. I really hope you can't order anything from it because I haven't checked it. Yeah, God, thank God. The add to cart buttons don't work. It's all disabled, thank God. You can probably break most of my websites. But please don't. Please? It's just more of those. Okay, let's get out of this High Five Spaceship folder into this High Five Spaceship folder. What is all this? What is this? TIFFs? What are we fucking using TIFFs for? Oh man! 2215 faux press photos. You thought those glasses ones were pretentious. Well, let me tell ya. These were fucking more. This was peak depressive Bing. Like right at the height of me feeling like just such a piece of shit who would never be funny again. I would never have any joy in my life again, and the best I could do with the rest of my artistic career was be a moody fucking electro producer. This was it. This was the look. And it's not a bad look. Some of these are really nice. I don't like the front on ones. That's weird. I like that one. I use that one a lot. I might even use it again. I'm gonna take that onto my fucking my desktop. Maybe put it on the old Instagram. Some of these are really nice. These were shot by Mandy's husband, Phil. Then boyfriend, now husband. Phil, who is a very talented photographer. And I think we did it in a disused pub. We did have permission this time, not like routine, but we were let into this the back room of this disused pub that had all this wonderful wallpaper. Some of these are really nice, actually. I might actually clean some of these up because I don't look too. I'm looking at my. I've got a bit of a neck going on today, but I think that's just because I ate a lot of cheese today. But I don't look too dissimilar from this in the present day, you know? And the baggy jumper hides how skinny I am. Yeah, some of these are fun. Some of them are bad looks, but some of them are fun. Oh yeah, and like loads of social stuff, social posts and things. Loads of Kickstarter stuff. Back when that album's code name was Pathfinder, I think. It was a good time. Yeah, just lots of like edited things, edited pictures for Instagram and social posts, and oh, there's the cleaned up version. Bit too much brushing, I think. Bit too airbrushed on the skin. Okay. Let's get out of this hole. I don't like these. This is too moody. Too moody. Let's find some fun. Some silly things. Oh. That's the full... Oh, man, I haven't seen that in years, though. That is nice. So Alex Vosper, who is a wonderful graphic designer who I commissioned to do the little HFS kind of, it looks a bit like an ampersand, the logo. I mostly use that, but she also did deliver a full text version as well, of full words. And it wasn't used very many times, but I really love it. It's really nice. Okay, so we got that. We got some Instaxes. We got some... Damn. He got cancelled. He got cancelled. People tried to cancel him. Geo. She's a shoutcaster now. Cat. Tim H. Ollie Diamond. Oh, we know this is one of the several MCMs that we've seen a lot in this series. And these are the Instaxes we took that day, I guess. I still have these. I actually recently, maybe I'll show it on the next stream because we don't have time. I'm not getting up and going and finding something physical, but I recently got a nice, a lovely like folder just for these. And I put all the Instax, all the business card sized instant photos that I've taken over the years. In one big folder, and it's really nice. It's like immediately one of my favorite things in my whole apartment. It's wonderful, just having everything in one place. Just having a little chill time, just a little trip down memory lane. That one wasn't an Instax. That's a fucking dinosaur collectible card with the plesiosaurus biting a diver in half. Wonderful. Oh, these are from a house party. Yeah. I had a lot of fun earlier this year, just like kind of collecting all these together and kind of putting them roughly in order and in a big folder. That was really fun. iPhone folders are very dangerous. What do we got? Oh, this is from that shoot. This is from that High Five Spaceship shoot. That's me. I don't know why. That's just me in my underwear at my desk. Don't know why.
Picture book. A picture says 1,000 words. Words like pain, suffering, endlessness.
Why was this square? What was this for? What was this for?
A, B, C. A, B, C. A, C, D, C.
Maybe they were vines? Oh no, it's been so long. Were vines square? Guys, were vines square? It was a vine! Shit! We found some vines! What are the odds, man? What are the odds? Are there going to be vines in this one too? Oh yeah, that was my phone background. You know, wishing for better days. Catalonia is real dangerous, real treacherous waters, these. With an iPhone, might have to gallery view some of these. Might have to icon view just to, ooh boy, just so we don't, ooh, that's Mandy, it's fine. Babies, that's fine. Brian blowing a dandelion. That's wholesome. Churches. Oh, God. I should wear like a fucking heart rate monitor when we find these kind of folders. That one's... Oh no, it is loading. Oh boy. That's the location for Brodog. So I had a really interesting chat with on LinkedIn with the Tom who works at Mashed. I asked whether I would be able to re-upload Brodog, because I watched it again and it's a fun video. But he went to bat for me, but he couldn't get permission from Channel 4 to whitelist my channel for a re-upload. So unfortunately Brodog won't be part of the rerun, which I'm a bit sad about. You can watch it, it's on Mashed before they pivoted into only animation. It's still up there. But Channel 4 wouldn't budge. They wouldn't give me permission, which is a shame, I think. But, you know, they have no reason to. It's theirs. They paid for it. It was commissioned work. But it's a shame. That's Connor Jatta sticking out of a little hole. That's the church in New York. That's me in New York with my old teeth. That's some fan art of me that is truly harrowing. That's me in front of a piece of machinery, I guess. A lot of this is from this New York trip I took in what year? 2016? Eh. What else have we got? That's just artwork I did for Jeremy, for a friend. Jim's house. Oh, dude. This was another project that didn't get off the ground. My friend Jim and I, Jim who worked on the game, we put together a pitch deck for a streaming chat show that would be shot in this apartment in London. And we put together like a little pitch deck, and we basically said, like, let us do basically like comedians in cars getting coffee, but on a YouTube scale with YouTubers. And we tried to get funding from various people who were offering funding at the time. We had so these are all like images from the pitch deck. As like who we are and what the website would look like, and then we're gonna power it by, we're gonna maybe put it on Patreon, maybe put it on a YouTube or whatever. And yeah, we couldn't get funding for it, but it was a nice one. We even made a video, which I might find at some point. We made like a pitch reel for it. Oh. That was legit my avatar for a while. This like terrible... I don't know what face that is. Oh man. I liked that one too. With the green. That was when I had my hair didn't actually look like that. But the green and the neon, adapting the neon logo like that was really fun. That was what it really looked like. And then I photoshopped it. That is not Photoshop. That's just got a bit of saturation on it, but it was that color. It was that. That's too dark. That's why I've darkened it for that one, and I've lightened it for that one. Don't know why. Don't know why. More failed businesses with Matt Hogan. We wanted to do a conference called Render, and we couldn't get the clients. And then we did RTP, and then there's some... What's this? Which album was this for my dad? Persistence of Vision. That's that booklet. Oh, my dad's doing a Kickstarter at the moment, by the way. For anyone in the chat who likes string music, who likes cool violin music, my dad's recorded 7 new works, 7 new pieces of violin music, debut recordings, and he's kickstartering the album like as we speak. The campaign is live, I think, and I've done the cover art for him as well. I need to tweet about that. I haven't tweeted about it. I'm a bad son. I'm a bad son! It's been busy. And we've got some ancient, now very old and out of date Thomas Sanders assets from when I used to manage the boy. I made all this. Talk, what's in my bag? Oh, we got some thumbnails. Not the most exciting thing in the world. I really liked this text template that I used a few times though. This was really nice with the double layered text. We got some bro dog. Cheap divorce. I liked those fonts, and some of that graphic work was really nice. I do need to wrap up because we've been going for what? 3 hours now? What does it say on YouTube? It just says long. I looked over at my window, in my YouTube window, and it just said long. So let's find something to end on, shall we? It's not going to be there. What's Nostalgia Box? Oh God. Oh God. Okay. No, we can't start all of this. We can't start all of this. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna come back to this this drive in the next episode, and then we'll probably move on to the next drive like we did today. I'm gonna play you out. With Jack Howard swag in a moment. But before I go, I do want to talk to you just a tiny little bit about Skate or Dice, the card game project that I've been working on. I talked about it in the last stream. I'm talking about it today again. If you're interested in my card game project, which I've been working on now for 4 or 5 months, you can go over to skateordicegame.com right now, and you can join the mailing list. There is also an option to become a member of the early access community. We've got a little Discord server going, and they're like kind of I don't know how to say it, like a kind of an inner circle of people who are going to be the first people to play test the game. They're seeing the artwork and stuff develop as it happens. And when we go for the pre-order launch next year, when we start the pre-sale campaign, all the people who are in the early access community will get like a discount or something, or either a discount or like bonus stuff that's just for them. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, all of that and more is over at skateordicegame.com, or if you're in my Discord community, you can ask me about it. It's really fun. We're looking at a April-May pre-sale launch next year, so it's a long way off, but it's really exciting. It's actually literally here behind me. This is it. This is it. This is the game, right? That's part of the game. They're all like the kind of static one-use cards there. And that's the draw pile. That's the whole main deck right there. And somewhere in here, yes, I ordered a special D8 that I'm trying because the game requires a D8. And I don't like the way that the other D8s that I own roll. So I ordered a special one that I'm trying out. We're actually doing a like in-person playtesting, semi-private playtesting event tomorrow night with some close friends. And one of the questions I'm going to be asking is, does this dice feel nice? Do you like rolling the dice? Do you like it? Do you prefer rolling this dice to that dice? What's the dice feel? This is the world that I'm in right now. This is like the mind space that I am in with this game. Is like, I need to know dice feel. Guys. So yeah, if you're interested in that, if you play games, if you like skateboarding, if you like card games, if you like tabletop games, if you any of those things tick any boxes for you, then go check it out. And I'm going to be posting more and more, especially in the new year. I'm going to be posting more and more, including like invites to in-person stuff. I might be streaming some of the development, and if you're on the mailing list, you'll hear about it. And if you choose to donate and become a part of the early access community, then you'll definitely be like the first people to know about it. So that's that. skateordicegame.com. Go check it out. Dog, please don't break it. It's just it's a new website. It's not perfect. Please don't break it. And yeah, that's my plug. That's the only thing I want to plug today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for streaming with me. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Seriously, it blows my mind that anyone wants to, like, that this many people are here in the chat anyway. And then it's an extra like jolt when somebody actually chooses to support the stream. That's like, it means that I'm doing something right. So that's really nice. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll share a bunch of music on the Discord for the patrons. And we will be back same time next week for episode 10. Be there. And then the week after that, we're doing a PBFB marathon. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to get in a lot of snacks and drinks, and I've got to figure out the best way to stream 100 videos in a row. That'll be fun. Look forward to that. And yeah. Wait, I promised that I would play the swag again. I'll play us out with swag. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to say goodbye now. That was me saying goodbye. And then at the end of swag, it's just going to end. It's just going to end. Okay. To hell with this smooth jazz. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Shouts out to Jack Howard. Feel me? Deuce. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. 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 Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Swag superpower. I feel like Jack Howard. Right hand Howard. Big blank ring, but I feel like Dean Dogs. put me on the YouTube. Interview my girlfriend. Swag, 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 swag. Bang, dang, 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 your girlfriend. Girl, they look like Dean Dogs. Chain like Dean Dogs. Damn, little deuce, you swag harder than Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Swag. Superpower. Swag. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Look at Jack Howard. Swag. Superpower.